Are you still a Colts fan?
Yes, yes, I am.
But more of a Cardinals fan.
Cardinals, yeah. I'm a baseball guy. I've even got my Cardinal little pendant thing on me right now.
Have you thrown out the first pitch?
I have, a couple times. The most nerve-wracking one was when, because I was a pitcher, and I grew up as a pitcher.
Okay.
And, through high school and into the senior Babe Ruth and, American Legion, all that kind of stuff. And I actually had a tryout with the Kansas City Royals and got my collarbone broken at their camp. And I was a junk pitcher. It's pretty good. And Tony La Russa and all those guys, they knew that. And that my hero was Bob Gibson.
Ooh.
And so in 98, it was the year McGuire hit 70 home runs and all that. And I knew a bunch of those guys. I was down in the clubhouse before the game, and I was going to throw out the first pitch. They were playing the Braves. And so I was taking a picture with McGuire and Tony, and somebody else was down there. I can't remember who. And they were going to take a picture of us. Well, Gibson shows up, and he gets in the picture with us. And Tony said, "Bob, you're the guy's hero. Why don't you catch the ball for him today?" And then it's like, oh, good. So now, see, if they know you're a pitcher or a player at all, you can't do like a politician and kind of roll it on the grass or whatever.
And you got to go up to the mound, to the rubber.
Oh, yeah. And so here's Gibson catching the thing. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to throw him a slider and just see if it works out, because that was one of my best pitches. And I had learned my slider out of an instructional book he had in the 60s that showed you. It was like the Bob Gibson book. You can get this thing. It looked like a coloring book almost. It was like a paper book. And I had it and learned all my pitches out of that book. And so I threw him the slider, and it was about probably, 6 inches off the plate. It was a real good one.
Yeah.
And he walks out to the mound and hands me the ball back, and he looked at me, he goes, "Man, that's a damn good slider." He goes, "Where'd you get that?" And I said, "Out of your book." He said, "My book?" And I said, "Yeah, the one where it told all your pitches." He goes, "Oh, that thing." Like he'd almost forgotten about it, And so it was a nice moment. And because, Bob wasn't always known for being like, he had a reputation as not being a warm guy,
Well, he pitched that way.
Right, he sure pitched that way. But after I threw him that pitch that day, I had several conversations afterward with him about, he loved blues music and all that kind of thing. And so we would talk about that. And he told me stories about he and Hank Aaron, and all this kind of thing. It was really nice.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.